Gamer here, and oh boy! Genshin 4.0 has been announced. The special program has been released as of I am recording right now. So yeah, well, you already know what time it is if you are a long viewer of the channel. It is time for discussion video time. Let's go! Where I discuss my thoughts about the new content of the game. So, I am going to be rushing a bit here because right now FGO has Nerofest. And if you don't know what Nerofest is, it is basically a event where you farm for a lotto. So yeah, it is FGO's lotto event and I have to take advantage of it. So I am going to be a bit of in a rush here. But I will guarantee you this video is probably going to be 30 minutes long because there is a lot, and I mean a lot of content to unpack here. So yeah, there's a lot of things to discuss, but I will be kind of rushing so I can get back onto FGO to farm and grind. So yeah, well, anyways, without any further ado, let's just talk about 4.0 right now. So I am going to be putting up disclaimers, so the disclaimer for this video, the info is basically from the Honey Impact website, which is where I get all of my info from weapons to characters to artifacts, etc. And then the other source of info is from the special program. So if you have not seen the special program, I recommend you to look at it because I am not going to be going over every single minute detail. I am just going to be talking about my thoughts on the content that is featured. So without any further ado, let's just get onto the topic at hand. So this is 4.0, or the title, as it claims right here, as light rain falls without reason. So, I think this is probably going to be a really, really big update for Genshin because there is a lot of new stuff packed in Fontaine. So we do have a new Archon quest, of course, like every single other Archon quest for each version. We also have a ton of new mechanics. I am not going to be delving into the minor ones, but one of the major ones is you could swim. Yeah, finally they put swimming in Genshin Impact. You could technically semi-swim in Genshin Impact because you just swim in the surface, but you could swim underwater, so you can dive underwater and swim that way. So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, Fontaine is all about water, so might as well put a diving mechanic in that game. But yeah, I am very excited about 4.0, but the thing I am not looking forward to is, of course, exploring the world and farming, because it is boring. Especially if you are a veteran player who has done this, I don't know, 3 years now. So yeah, it gets repetitive, but new area means new enemies, new sights to see, so I like that. It's just that it kind of gets boring now for me because it's just a chore at this point to farm for stuff. But I don't know. Probably this world might change my view on that. But yeah. Well, there is Fontaine in a nutshell. But now it is time to discuss about the real things in this update, which are the characters, the events, and the weapons. So, first off, the characters. I will be pulling up Honey Impact later on in this video, right after the event wishes, because I just want to be talking about the characters in a brief moment. So, first off, I might butcher the name here. I think it's lyney? Yeah, I think it's lyney. That is the pronunciation. I'm pretty sure. Lyney is a pyro bow character. I think he is a DPS. I'm not sure. I have to check the info because I did not take a sneak peek on these characters yet. So I'm only going off based off their element and their weapon. So yeah, I'm pretty sure lyney is a pyro DPS though. Next up, we have 2 4-star characters. So we have Lynette. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce her name. She is a animal. I forgot the typing on her weapon. I think it's Animal Sword. I'm pretty sure it's Animal Sword. I probably have to check later on. But yeah, Lynette is Animal Sword. I'm pretty sure she is a support character. And also, you could get her for free, but more on that later. There is Lynette. Um, and then we have the last character here, which is Freminet. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name as well. So yeah, Freminet is a cryo claymore, as you can see with the bell, the worst claymore in the game. Uh, no offense. I mean, there are kind of some people who like the bell, but the bell just sucks, in my opinion. But yeah, there's Freminet, who is a cryo claymore. So, more on those characters later because I'm going to be discussing about the event wishes. So here we go. So first off is phase 1 of the event wishes. So we have lyney. I think since his assistant is Lynette, I'm pretty sure it's lyney or lyney. I don't know. I think it's lyney. I'm pretty sure. I know it's either lyney or lyney. I think it's lyney. I will go with that. So yeah, we have lyney and yelan, and then the 4-star featured is Lynette. So I recommend you guys skip this phase 1. Why? Because you get Lynette for free. So if you really want to pull for the 4-star featured, which is what I'm basically going for because I'm saving my primos for the Fontaine Archon. So yeah, you don't summon for this unless you really want lyney. Then you could pull for this banner, but you could also pull for yelan as well. She is a pretty good hydro support. So if you really want to pull for these two, go ahead. I mean, I'm not stopping you. Again, as I always say, love triumphs all. So if you love the characters, if you really like their kits, then pull for them. They are extremely good in their own right, as long as you build them properly. Same with Lynette. If you build her properly, then basically you get a lot of mileage out of her. You get basically a lot of mileage out of everyone if you build the right artifact set and the right weapon to give. So yeah, there you go. That's my opinion on phase 1. So lyney, probably a skip for me, but people will differ and probably summon for him. Yelan is an extremely good hydro support. So if you really like Yelan, then pull for her. Obviously, if you watch this channel long enough, I use Yelan a lot. I don't have to pull her up this time because, well, I'm pretty sure you could just look back on my Spiral Abyss videos and see Yelan for yourself. Same with the next upcoming character from Phase 2. So speaking of Phase 2, I will be pulling that up right now. So here is Phase 2, which is Zhongli and Tartaglia, aka Childe. And then we have the 4-star featured, which is Freminet. So, this is bad news for me, because I have to pull for Freminet, because he's not free. So yeah, I have to pull for this 4-star, and hopefully I don't get pity broken by either of these characters. So, yeah. Well, we have Zhongli and Tartaglia. Zhongli is a must pull, no questions asked. He's the best support in the game, one of the best supports in the game, the best shield in the game. Yeah, pull. If you don't have him, pull. A million times pull. The best character out of this whole update is Zhongli. Pull for Zhongli. There is no other character you'll probably pull other than him. So yeah, pull for Zhongli. Extremely busted Geo support. And then next we have Tartaglia, which is he's okay, I guess. I mean, there are better Hydro DPSs out there. Ayato. But Tartaglia is also pretty good too. Thanks to Dendro, Tartaglia has been extremely good now. So you can pull for him, which is the reason why I am pulling for him. It's because I don't have him first. And second, he's pretty good on Dendro teams. And he's good on the national team. Yeah, you can basically run him on the national team and he'll wreck everything on site. So yeah. Tartaglia, I am going to be summoning for him, so look forward to a summoning video on that. But mainly, I am going for freminet. So if I do get freminet before Tartaglia, then I will stop summoning. So yeah, there is your phase 2. I already have zhongli. If you want to see what my zhongli build is, then look back onto the Spiral Abyss videos, because there is a ton of Spiral Abyss videos that I made on him. So yeah, there we go. There is phase 2. So now it is time to go over Honey Impact now, because we have nothing left to discuss about the characters but their kits. So I'm gonna be transitioning here, and then we're gonna see what's up. So without any further ado, here is Honey Impact. There we go. Alright, so first off, this is the newest 4.0 stuff. So as you can see here, characters, weapons, artifact sets, yeah, the works. So first off, I am going to be discussing about the characters first. So first off, we're going to be going over lyney, which is a pyro bow. So I got that correct. Okay. Pyro bow. I think he's an event character. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's an event character or not, or like base game. I think he is an event. I'm pretty sure. So let's see here. So this is his growth rate. Crit rate is his growth rate. So yeah, he is a pyro DPS through and through. He has a level 2 charge. Yep, gotten you. I'm pretty sure all pyro, all bow DPSs now have level 2 charges. So yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, look at this. It looks like he is probably going to be doing big damage. And yeah, it looks to be like that. Alright, let's see his E. It does AoE pyro damage based on his max HP. Oh no, he's Hu Tao. He's Bo Hu Tao! Yeah, because his charge attack consumes his HP to deal more damage. And then this deals more damage too. Oh boy. And what's his Q? So it looks like it just does pyro damage. And he gives himself a stack. And I think the stack increases his own damage. Yeah, from his E. So yeah, this is a through pyro DPS right here. Obviously I'm going to be going over his passives. So it looks like he does have the unique thing where he basically tells you what fontaine stuff is on the mini-map. So yeah, pretty cool if you want to pull him for that specific reason. Probably a must-have if you are farming for fontaine materials. So yeah, pretty good exploration passive skill. Here are his other two battle passive skills. So right here is Perilous Performance. If lyney consumes HP while firing off a prop arrow, which I think is his charge attack, and Grid Malkin has been summoned by the arrow will, upon hitting an opponent, restore 3 energy to lyney, increase damage dealt by 80% of his attack. So it looks like you probably have to max out his HP and attack, because that's how he does a lot of his damage. So yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. I mean, his E basically heals based on his max HP, and then his burst or his stacks basically deal damage based on his attack. So you probably, if you are going for a DPS or a balance of both, high attack is extremely good. So yeah, just build them with the high attack. Alright, let's see his second passive skill. Conclusive Ovitation. When dealing damage to opponents affected by pyro, which is pretty easy to inflict, he will gain the following buffs. Base attack increased by 60, that is high. Each pyro party member other than lyney will cause this effect to receive a further 20% bonus. So 80% base attack. Can't argue with that. And lyney can get a total of 100% increased damage to opponents affected by pyro in this way. That is dumb. That is dumb. He gets double damage. Double damage! Double damage from getting affected by pyro! That is dumb. This passive is broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. Yeah. Lyney looks pretty good. I mean, yeah. I would say summon for him, but there's just one problem though. If you are gonna be doing that, zhongli exists. So if you do not have Zhongli, just pull Zhongli. He's just a way better character in general, mainly for support reasons. Yeah, shields before DPS. But lyney looks pretty good. I can vouch. I can actually vouch. He looks extremely broken. Pretty good pyro DPS. So, anyways, I am gonna be going over to the next character now. So, the next character, which is featured, is Lynette. So Lynette is a sword animal. Okay, I got that correct too. It looks like she's just a support. She gets bonus animal damage. Looks like. Basic sword attack. Alright, let's see. It will okay, so her E restores based off her max HP. And she will lose HP as well. Okay, that's weird. Her E just does normal damage. Her hold basically gives her a high speed buff. Okay, so she just becomes fast. Alright. I think I kind of get what she is. So her E basically just gives her a ton of damage. It basically puts her on a state where she can deal 8 Enigma thrust. So yeah, but her press just does it right away. Her E basically kind of delays it. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, okay, yeah. Her hold E is kind of like Kuching's, where, you could just put a, thing down and then do an Enigma thrust. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's how that works. It's just Kuching in a, but in a different way. So yeah. It looks pretty good, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess it looks pretty good. Alright, let's see her Q. Taunts nearby opponents, that's pretty good. Deals animal damage, basically, Venti or Sucrose Q. It will cane, yeah, this is literally just Sucrose Q. Well, she says animal support, that's for sure. Yeah, it looks like she's pretty good. I mean, she is a animal support. You can't deny that. So just slap a 4-piece Viridescent and she will work wonders. Yeah. Just give her 4-piece Viridescent. She'll probably do big damage. Yeah. Give her a bunch of Elemental Mastery, Energy Recharge. Put a 4-piece Viridescent set on her and she will work fine. I will guarantee that. Anyways, let's see her passive skills. So this is a unique passive skill. Shows the location of nearby recovery orbs on the mini-map. The underwater stamina and HP gain from touching orbs will be increased by 25%. It looks pretty good. I mean, I have not seen the swimming mechanics yet, but it looks like she's pretty good on swimming exploration purposes. So, yeah, she looks pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good overworld passive skill. Alright, let's see your other passive skills. So, Sophisticated Synergy. Within 10 seconds after using Magic Trick, Astonishing Shift, I think that's her Q, right? Is that her Q? Yeah, that's her Q. When there are 1, 2, 3, 4 elemental types in the party, all members will gain increased attack. 8, 12, 16, 20. So it looks like it's pretty good. Yeah. Most likely you're probably gonna get a 12% or an 8%. I'm pretty sure it's most likely to get an 8% because you're never gonna be running a 4-animal team unless you are. Yeah, so, yeah, you're never gonna be running a 4 animal, so probably you are gonna get the 20%? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get the 20% or the 16%. Yeah, it's either 16 or 20, that you will get. But I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna get the 20%, attack. So that is just a free 20% attack, when you cast your Q. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good support passive. So, here is the second one, props positively prepped. After the Boggle Cat box summoned by Magic Trick Astounding Shift performs elemental conversion, Lynette's elemental burst will deal 15% more damage. This effect will persist until the Boggle Cat's box duration ends. So, her burst just does more damage. Again, she is a pretty good animal support. And we get her for free! We get her for free! So yeah, enjoy playing with Lynette. She looks like a pretty good animal support. Probably better than Sucrose, honestly. Yeah, I think she's better than Sucrose. Looks to be that way. But Sucrose does have her advantages though, like her high EM. If you build her with high EM, then you basically all your other characters get EM as well. For her, you just get more damage. So yeah, it's either damage or elemental mastery for everyone. It doesn't matter what you choose. Both are pretty good. But Lynette looks like a pretty good welcoming addition to the Animo support roster, which is a lot of characters. A lot of characters are Animo supports these days. Anyways, it's time to talk about the third character on this list, which is freminet, which is Claymore Cryo, obviously shown by the bell he is holding. Bonus attack of 24%, so his growth stat is attack. He probably looks like a cryo DPS. I think that's probably what it's gonna be. Alright, so it enters a purse timer for 10 seconds. His elemental skill will turn into a shattering pressure. Okay, let's see what shattering pressure does. Let's see. Executes different sorts of attacks based on pressure level of purse timer, and then cancels purse timer. Level 0 will unleash a cryo damage attack. Levels 1, 2, 3 will deal cryo damage and physical damage, which scales off of level. Okay. And level 4 basically deals physical damage, and then his normal attacks will be replaced by shattering pressure. So yeah, it looks like his E basically does different things depending on what your level is. So think of Xingyan's E, where the more enemies you hit, the different shield will come out. So yeah, for Xingyan, it's like if you hit 0 enemies, it's a basic shield. For like 2 enemies, it basically does more damage. Yeah, basically one of those kinds of elemental skills. But this is different, where you just basically get you get levels on your shattering pressure, and then it deals different things. So yeah, it looks like the purse timer just does cryo damage. It's considered elemental skill damage, alright. And then this other thing just does more cryo damage. Yeah, it looks like it just does different things based on what your level of purse timer is. So let's see his elemental burst. So, unleash a wave of AoE cryo damage, resetting the cooldown of his elemental skill. So, think of Yelan's Q. She does her Q and resets her E. Literally just 4-star Yelan. He looks like 4-star Yelan. Oh, anyways, let's see. So when you use his Q, he will basically be in a mode, which basically decreases his cooldown by 70%. That's pretty good. And normal attacks will give a stack of purrs. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And his normal attacks deal 200% of their normal damage. Yeah, he looks like he's just a physical damage dealer. It looks like. Yeah, he's 4-star Yelan. Literally 4-star Yelan. Yeah. If you know how Yelan plays, then I'm pretty sure this is how he plays as well. He looks like a physical damage DPS. Alright, let's see his passive skills. So, first off, we have Deep Water Navigation. Decreases underwater stamina consumption for your party by 35%. That's pretty good. I mean, you're probably going to be swimming a lot in Fontaine. So yeah, this looks like a pretty good skill. Pretty good overworld passive. Again, all these characters have good overworld passives. Pretty cool. Alright, let's see the other passive skills. Saturation Deep Dive. When pressurized flow, shattering pressure. If burst timer has less than 4 levels of pressure, the cooldown of pressurized flow will be decreased by 1 second. 1 second makes all the difference, by the way, so this is a really good skill. Even though it's 1 second, it's still pretty good because you could basically spam your E a lot sooner. Alright, let's see the other passive. Parallel Condensers. When freminet triggers shatter against opponents, again, this is a physical damage elemental reaction where you use a claymore on a frozen target. So yeah, if you want to set this up for yourself, get a hydro character, get a cryo character, trigger the freeze reaction, get a claymore character, and then attack the corresponding enemy to get the shatter effect. You're welcome. The damage dealt by pressurized flow shattering pressure will be increased by 40% for 5 seconds. Yeah, he just looks like a physical damage dealer. He's literally 4-star Yelan! He's literally 4-star Yelan. Yeah, nothing more to be said. He's just a physical damage dealer. Of course I am going to be summoning for him for 4-star collection purposes. But, he looks like, if you do not want Yelan, then he is up your alley. He's a 4-star too, and he looks pretty good. But, you probably might have to get him C6 or something for him to be comparable to Yelan. So yeah. Looks pretty good though. Those are all the characters right now as of 4.0. Of course, there's more in the future, which I am going to be prepping for. But for now, let's transition back to Genshin Impact. So yeah, there we go. Well, now it is time to talk about the other stuff in this version. So this is a big event overview right here. I am going to be talking about these quick because let's see the time on this video. 27 minutes. Oh boy, yeah, I rambled on, and there's still more to talk about. So yeah, remember when I said this video is probably 30 minutes long? Yeah, it's probably going to be past that now. But anyways, it's time to be talking about the event. So first up, we have Mega Mecha Melee. This is basically the 4.0's event. Basically your average event where there is dialogue, there's a story behind it, and you get free rewards with a crown. And that's basically it. You do get a free Bennett, which is amazing. Amazing character. Top tier support. Still one of the best 4-star supports in the entire game. Do this event. Just do it. If you don't have Bennett, this is perfect for you. Just get Bennett and be done with it. And if you do stumble upon a Bennett on the shop, then get him too. He's pretty good. Just don't get him to C6. It sucks. So yeah. Mega Mecha Melee, do this event. Just for the Bennett alone. Next up, we have Relic Records, Creations of the Hydro Nation. It looks like just a basic event. I mean, you just explore underwater, and then you do a bunch of stuff too. Yeah, it looks like your pretty basic event, it looks like. Next up is Studies in Light and Shadow, a Fontaine of Enchantment, Pokemon Snap. You're welcome. Next up is Verdict of Blades, your typical domain event. Again. You're welcome. And then the last one is Leyline Overflow, which is extremely good for this version because there's a lot of new characters over here. So more wits. Pretty good. And there's the events. Now it is time to go over the other stuff. So here we go. First up is, remember when I mentioned that you could get Lynette for free? This is it. This is how you get Lynette for free. So after the 4.0 update, if you reach Adventure Rank 25 and do the Curtain Never Falls on Magic quest, you get a free 4-star Lynette. Yeah, so for those who want to have a new Fontaine character under their belts without having to spend primos, this is your character. And we did discuss a while back on how good Lynette is. She's an extremely good animal support. So yeah, free animal support in the bag. So I'm pretty sure this is how you got Kale as well. You just have to do a quest and then you get Kale for free. This is literally the same thing. You do a quest and you get Lynette for free. Pretty cool. I will take it. Free character means saving primos. I will take it. Thank you, Hoyo. Next up now, we have to talk about the weapons. Yep, now it's time to pull up Honey Impact again, but I will be briefly discussing about the weapons first, and then I will be transitioning back. So, here's the new 5-star weapon, which is the first great magic, which is Lyney's bow. Next up, we have new forgeable weapons. Obviously, a new update means new forgeable weapons. This is to be expected at this point. So we have Finale of the Deep, Tidal Shadow, Rightful Reward, Flowing Purity, and Song of Stillness. And I will be discussing about these weapons again once I pull up Honey Impact. Next up is new Battle Pass weapons. Yes! By the way, if you do follow the Battle Pass from day 1 all the way up till now, you basically already have every single Battle Pass weapon R5'd. Yep, they timed this perfectly. So, basically, they're saying, oh, you R5'd everything, now you have to R5 everything else. So yeah, here is some new Battle Pass weapons for you to enjoy. So, of course, I am going to be discussing about these in Honey Impact, but first, I'll just go over the names. So first we have Wolffang. Second, we have Talking Stick. Third, we have Ballad of the Forge. Fourth, we have Sacrificial Jade. And fifth, we have Scion of the Blazing Sun. So yeah, these are our new Battle Pass weapons. Again, I'll be discussing these later. And then lastly, on the new weapons is, well, can I even pronounce this? Fluve Cindre Ferryman. I think I said that correctly. Which is a 4-star weapon that you get from fishing. So yeah, catch those fish in Fontaine and then obtain this weapon. It's basically like every other weapon that you get by fishing, which is the sword, the bow, the lance, or the pole arm, etc. Specifically the catch. Basically, yeah, the catch is a infamous weapon that is extremely good that you get by fishing. So yeah, hopefully this weapon is the same thing too, to incentivize fishing for everyone else. Now, it is time to talk about the weapons, but first, it's not over yet, because we have to talk about the artifacts now, which is probably going to be the last time you will ever see Honey Impact. Might as well get everything out of the way first. So first up, the new artifacts, Golden Troop, and well, crap, I can't pronounce this. Mare Chasse Hunter. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation. Mare Chasse Hunter? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. So yeah, we have Golden Troop and Mare Chasse Hunter. Pretty weird artifacts, but it looks like now it is time to transition now into Honey Impact. So here we go. Let's transition. And now it is time to talk about the new stuff. So, first off, I'm going to be talking about the bow. So, let's pull up the bow. The first great magic. So, let's see what it does. Alright. Attack. Okay, so, first off, 66 crit damage. This is one of the highest attack bows in the game, by the way, at 600 attack, with a 66% crit damage bonus. This weapon's good. Now it is time for the passive. So, attack is increased by 12% for every party member with the same elemental type as the wielder, including the wielder themselves. Gain 1 gimmick stat for every party member with a different elemental type. from the wielder, gain 1 theatric stack. When the wielder has 1, 2, or 3 or more gimmick stacks, attack will increase by 8, 16, or 40%. When the wielder has 1, 2, 3, or more theatric stacks, movement speed will be increased by 4, 7, and 10%. This is a pretty good bow. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is an extremely, extremely good bow. Yeah, you just get damage. You get attack. Free attack. Free attack. So, you're probably only gonna get the 8 or 16 on this weapon because double pyro is all you need. You'll never need triple pyro. And most likely you're probably gonna be running 1 pyro character. But yeah, this is literally just his weapon. Looks pretty good. I mean, there's nothing really to talk about here. Yeah, it looks like it's just his weapon. So, pretty basic, honestly. But that high base attack and that high critical damage bonus probably makes this weapon way worth it than it should be. So yeah, there we go. Anyways, now it is time to talk about the 4-star weapons. So I am going to be pulling it up here on the side for me for reference. So Finale of the Deep, which is the 4-star weapon. If I could pull it up. It is a sword. Finale of the Deep. There we go. Looks like a basic attack. I'm probably not going to be expecting too much of these forged weapons because usually it doesn't really give a edge unless like the base substat is like extremely good. But yeah, let's see. When using elemental skill, attack will increase by 12% for 15 seconds. That's pretty good. And a bond of life worth 25% of max HP will be granted. Okay, so you just get 25% max HP? Okay. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. When the bond of life is cleared, a maximum of 150 attack will be gained based on 2.4 of the bond for 15 seconds. Absorbs healing for the character based on its base value and clears after healing equal to the value is obtained. This is basic. This is a basic weapon. There's really nothing to be surprised about. You just get increased attack, and you give up your HP for more attack. That's basically it. The values are really low though. I don't know. This is probably not worth it unless you get an R5 or something. But even then, there are better swords out there, like the sack sword. There's a 3-star sword, literally with crit damage. You could just run that instead. Yeah. Finale of the Deep doesn't really look that good. I'm pretty sure all the other weapons are probably going to be the same thing too. Let's see. Tidal Shadow. Yeah, this is it's just attack percent again. Okay. Does it have a high base attack? 500, not that well for a 4-star weapon. Let's see the passive. After the wielder is healed, attack will be increased by 24% for 8 seconds. This can be triggered when the character is not on the field. This is actually low-key pretty good because you're probably gonna get healed anyway. If you are running a healer on the team. And I think this basically stacks on refinement levels. So if you probably have this at R5, you're gonna be doing god damage. Yeah, I think this weapon's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, for a 4-star weapon, your attack will probably be increased by a ton. Yeah, no, this claymore is the exception. It looks like it's pretty good. Rightful reward, which is the pole arm. Let's see, rightful reward. Alright, this is a HP percent weapon. That is kind of high base attack. Alright, let's see the passive. When the wielder is healed, restore 8 energy. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. So, the more you heal, the more energy you gain. This is literally a support weapon. Yep. Pretty good. If there is a base HP pole arm that can heal. Yeah, it looks like a pretty good pole arm for supports. Not gonna lie, this is actually pretty good for a free-to-play weapon. Next up is Flowing Purity, which is the catalyst right here. Alright, this is a base attack weapon. Alright, let's see. It looks like it has the same passive as the sword, so I'm probably going to be skimming through this. So all elemental damage is increased by 8 seconds. You get bond of life worth max HP. Every 1000 HP will get 2% elemental damage bonus, up to max of 12%. Again, like the sword, if you have it R5, it's probably decent. But there are other catalysts out there that are pretty good, like the Witsith. You probably already pulled it by now, but it is a 4-star weapon from a banner pull, which basically gives you crit rate and a bunch of pretty cool effects. They are random though, but it basically benefits you regardless of which effect it is. So yeah, this is good if you have it R5, but I won't recommend getting that if you do have better catalysts out there. And last up on the forgeable weapons is the Song of Stillness, which is a bow. Alright, let's see. Attack percent. If the wielder is healed, you get 16% more damage. It probably scales off of refine level again. So depending on the refine level, you can basically just deal a bunch of damage. It looks pretty good too. The reason why you use the claymore. I mean, you will get healed if you are playing Spiral Abyss because you are going to get hit. Unless you are using a shield character, then you're probably not going to get hit. But yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. I mean, yeah, you just deal more damage if you get healed, which is pretty cool. It's basically the sword, but on bow form. Okay. Or it's the claymore, but on bow form. Anyways, now it is time to go over the battle pass weapons now. So let's just go over those. So first up, Wolffang Sword. Since these are battle pass weapons, these are probably going to be really stacked. Yeah. Crit rate, oh boy. Crit rate sword, oh boy, here we go. Let's see. Damage dealt by elemental skill and elemental burst is increased by 60%. Okay, this weapon's already good. When an elemental skill hits an opponent, its crit rate will be increased by 2. This is probably going to be increased by refinement level, keep in mind. Same with the elemental skill and burst damage. When an elemental burst hits an opponent, its crit will increase by 2%. Both of these effects last 10 seconds separately, having 4 stacks and can be triggered once every 0.1 seconds. These stack. And if you have elemental skills and burst that hit multiple times, it stacks max. Yeah. This is a really good sword. To fork over $10 over, I would say yes. Yeah, this is a pretty good sword. Yeah, extremely good. You have crit rate bonus as your substat, and you get this pretty cool passive. Yeah, no, this sword is pretty good. This sword is really, really good. Alright, now I'm excited to see the other battle pass weapons. Alright, Talking Stick, which is our claymore. Another crit rate claymore! Oh boy, woo! Okay, let's see. Attack will be increased by 16% for 15 seconds after being affected by Pyro. Okay. So, alright. This effect can be triggered once every 12 seconds. All elemental damage bonus will be increased by 12% for 15 seconds after being affected by Hydro, Cryo, Electro, or Dendro. This effect can be triggered once every 12 seconds. This one looks okay, I guess. You basically get increased elemental damage bonus if you get hit by certain elements. So if you get hit by Pyro, then you basically get a attack increase of 16%. If you get hit by Hydro, Cryo, Electro, or Dendro attacks, then you basically get elemental damage bonus. It looks okay, I guess. But there is a way to circumvent this. There are characters that can basically affect you by using certain elemental bursts or skills. So Kokomi has her E where it basically affects you by Hydro, so you basically get this effect guaranteed. There is Bennett, where his Q basically affects you by Pyro, which basically gives you the first part of this weapon's passive for free as well. So yeah, if you have the right characters, and if you give this to the right character as well, basically this claymore is pretty good. Yeah. Using certain circumstances, but not as good as the sword, because the sword basically doesn't have a condition. All you need to do is hit stuff with your elemental skill and burst, which is what you do all the time. So yeah, this claymore's okay if you could get it to work. All right, let's see the pole arm, Ballad of the Fords, which is right here. All of these weapons have crit rate and crit damage, it looks like. I mean, look at this. This is another crit rate weapon. Pole arm, 27% crit rate. When there are at least 3 different elemental types in your party, elemental mastery will be increased by 20%. Or 120. My bad. This is literally elemental mastery. Yeah, I think this is just Raiden weapon. Yeah, this is a free-to-play Raiden weapon. Well, not free-to-play since you have to pay for the battle pass, but you get what I mean. This is a 4-star Raiden weapon. Specifically for Dendro teams. But you need 3 different elemental types in your party. So, technically it's not really. But, I guess it's okay. I guess. If you are running characters that need Dendro to work, and then you have a free slot open for like other elemental types, and I guess this is okay. But this weapon kind of sucks. Because there is a certain weapon that is basically better if you want elemental mastery, and that is Dragon's Bane. Its literal main stat is elemental mastery. And it basically deals more damage affected by Pyro or Electro. And Electro is what Raiden does. So yeah, Dragon's Bane is just better for her than Ballad of the Fords. So yeah, this pole arm's kinda eh. The only reason why you would ever need this is to get the crit rate. Yeah, that's basically it. The passive is just non-existent. Unless you really, really stretch it. But yeah, this is mainly used for Dendro teams. So yeah, basically you can afford like 2 Dendro characters, a Hydro character, and an Electro character that works with the passive. Yeah, this is literally just Dendro team the pole arm. Alright, next up is Sacrificial Jade, which is a catalyst. Sacrificial Jade. Yeah, all of these have crit rate! Look, let's see. Scion of the Blazing Sun. That's crit rate too! Yeah, all of these weapons are crit rate! Okay. 36%. Oh boy, 36%? That's high. Alright, let's see the passive. But not on the field for more than 5 seconds. Max HP will be increased by 32%. And Elemental Mastery will be increased by 40%. These effects will be cancelled after the wielder has been on the field for 10 seconds. This is good. This is good. This is really, really good. You want to know why? This is a Kokomi weapon. This is a Kokomi weapon. Yeah, this is literally a Kokomi weapon. Because Kokomi scales her damage based off her max HP. And she's going to be off the field for at least more than 5 seconds, because you're never going to be using her for anything but her Q and her E. You're never going to be using her for her normal damage unless you build her as a DPS, or a main DPS specifically. Elemental Mastery also works well with Kokomi because she works well in Dendro teams. Yeah, this is a Dendro team win right here, because this is literally works for Kokomi. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get this weapon, besides the sword. I'm pretty sure, yeah, my first priority is the sword. My second priority is this weapon. This weapon is just too good. It looks really good too. I mean, 32%, and that probably scales up, based on the refinement weapon, ranks. Yeah, this is a pretty good weapon. This is literally 4-star Kokomi weapon. Yeah, I will recommend this. But the only bad thing about this is that it has crit rate. So yeah, rip. But there are probably other characters that can take advantage of the crit rate on the Sacrificial Jade. So yeah, there are better other Catalyst characters out there that could take advantage of the crit rate, the max HP, and the Elemental Mastery. It's a pretty cool combination. Probably more characters in the future will probably have this certain combination where they have high HP and they deal more damage based on max HP, and then they need crit rate to deal crit damage. Yeah, but um, it's either you run the Sacrificial Jade and then ignore the crit rate, or you run the donuts. I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna run the donut instead. But yeah. Well, anyway, it's time to move on to the last weapon before we talk about the fishing rod weapon, which is this. Alright, let's see. It's the Scion of Blazing Sun. 18% crit rate. Okay. Right, let's see the description. After a charge attack hits an opponent, a Sunfire arrow will descend upon the opponent hit, dealing 60% attack as damage, applying a Heart Searer effect to the opponent damaged by said arrow for 10 seconds. Opponent affected by a Heart Searer take 28% more charge attack damage from the wielder. Okay, this is a 4-star version of the Amos bow. Literally a 4-star version of the Amos bow. Because if you deal charge attacks, you deal more damage. That's literally it. After you deal a charge attack, you basically deal more damage because they are vulnerable to more charge attack damage, thanks to the 28% damage bonus on that. So this is a Ganyu, Tighnari, and a new character. The new character's basically bow. Yeah, this is literally the bow for Ganyu, Tighnari, and lyney, it looks like. And then lastly, we have the final weapon to discuss. This video has already been, what, 50 minutes long? Yeah, no, this is an hour-long video. Oh boy, yeah, this is a lot to unpack here. Jeez. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, the sword. Energy recharge. Okay, pretty okay. Elemental skill crit rate is increased by 8 seconds. Additionally increases energy recharge by 60% after using elemental skill. This is pretty good. This is actually pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty good. You just get increased elemental skill crit rate, and then you get 16% energy recharge. So yeah, you basically get increased elemental or energy recharge. Yeah, this looks pretty good. There's nothing more to be said. I mean, it's just a fishing rod weapon. So, yeah. Pretty good. Free R5 weapon. Probably the crit rate and energy recharge gets scaled off of refinement levels, but yeah. That's basically it. Alright, now it is time to close off the video because this is a 50-minute video already. I do not want this to be an hour long. So, I am going to be transitioning back to Genshin right here. Okay, now the last thing to discuss before we close this off is the system updates for 4.0. So first off is a multi-layered map. Finally, there's a map for the underground in-game. I don't have to look at the Genshin interactive map now. It's literally just in the game now, so that's pretty cool. Second is the party setup screen update, where you basically get new animations for party setup, which is pretty cool. If you haven't seen them already, see them. They look extremely, extremely good. Looks like a polished game. And third is just Invocation TCG stuff. So you can finally spectate matches now, which should have been a day one thing, but well, at least they finally added it. And then we also have new characters in the form of Chi-Chi, Lisa, and Albedo. Yeah, there's your TCG news. And that is basically it for everything, really. I mean, there's nothing to discuss anymore. So now it is time to back out of the event and close the video off. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching this discussion video. Like the video if you enjoy it. Hopefully, you guys like it because I am excited for Fontaine. So like the video if you are excited for Fontaine or if you enjoy the video. Comment down below, what do you think of this Fontaine update? You think it's pretty good? You think it's pretty bad? Are you excited? Are you not? Let me know in the comments down below. And make sure you subscribe as well if you enjoy what you see. I upload Genshin videos once a week. There is probably going to be Fontaine content along the way, so subscribe for that. And as always, thank you guys for watching this Genshin video. Thank you for joining me for this 50-minute long video. Sorry that it took so long, but there was a lot to unpack here. But yeah. Anyways, see you guys in the next Genshin video.